The first step in wiring any thermostat is to first remove the display from the subbase. Doing so will expose all of our terminal blocks on the back end that we have to wire to our corresponding terminal on the furnace. If you look underneath our black terminal block here, we have several letter designations, and each of them have an individual meaning within the system. We're going to focus on 5 today that can be found in every single HVAC system that has heating and cooling. If we come under here, starting on the far right side, we have our R terminal. This will be required. R is our 24-volt power. Most modern digital thermostats require a 24-volt power circuit to operate, and this M30 thermostat is no different. Moving to the left, we have a terminal here labeled Y1. Y1 is going to be our cooling call. This is how the thermostat signals to the equipment to enable the cooling and start our air conditioner. Past that, we have our W1 terminal. W1 is going to be our heat terminal output of our thermostat. This will let the furnace know that we need to engage the heating cycle and that we have a heat demand in the home. Moving on past that, we have a G terminal, which is found on almost every thermostat. G is going to be our continuous fan signal. And then the last terminal we're going to talk about today is the C terminal, and the C stands for common. This is our feedback loop to create a full circuit of 24-volt power to the thermostat to power it up. To wire this up, you'll need a total of 5 wires representing each of the terminals we just talked about: R, W1, Y1, G, and C. And it's really easy to remember these terminals because most standard 5-wire thermostats come in colors that correspond with the letter designation on the terminals. For example, here we have a red wire, which we will use for R, a white wire for W1, a yellow wire for Y1, a G or green for G, and then a blue wire for our common terminal. So now that we have all of our thermostat wires wired up and connected, the next step would be to place our display back on our subbase, making sure to line it up properly and gently press on the 4 corners of the thermostat. That will secure it to the subbase and complete the installation up in the space. So now that we've got our thermostat subbase wired up with the correct letters and colors, the only next step that we have in completing this installation is coming down to our furnace, locating our thermostat terminal block, and finding the corresponding terminals down here. All HVAC manufacturers use the same letter designations, so it's very easy to keep this standardized. I've already completed the wiring here, but you can see that I've taken my red wire, wired it to R, just like we have up at the stat, and matched the rest of the terminals as well. Yellow to Y1, green to G, blue to common, and W1 to white. Once you've completed the wiring at the furnace end of the thermostat cable, you're then ready to power up your system and program your thermostat. The first step in wiring up this thermostat is to ensure that you've got your system powered down so that we can work on it in a de-energized fashion. Once you've ensured that the disconnect is off and no power is through any of the wires that we've pulled behind the stat, we're then going to pull our display off of the subbase to access the thermostat terminals. Once you've removed the display, you can see we've now exposed our 4 thermostat terminal blocks to the S40. These differ from our traditional thermostat wiring in the sense that the terminal designations are different. If you look here, etched into the backplate of the stat, we have label designations of R, I+, I-, and C. If we take a look and dive deeper into the meaning of each of these terminals, R is a 24-volt power connection to power the thermostat. I+ and I- are our DC communication bus, and we use that to talk back and forth with the equipment. And then the last terminal that we have is C, or our common wire. And this, in conjunction with the R, will complete a power circuit to the S40 so that it can remain powered up. To wire up the S40, simply get your 4-wire, pull it through the provided hole in the subbase, and make sure you match the correct color at the subbase with the same corresponding color and terminal at the furnace. So to wire these up, simply choose your colors for your designation, insert them into the terminal block, and using your thermostat screwdriver, tighten them down. Here we'll be using red for R. We'll use black for I+. White will be for I-. And we'll use the remaining G wire for our common terminal. It's always a good idea to give each wire a little tug to make sure that you've got it securely fastened in place and we won't have any potential loose connection or communication issues. Once you've terminated all of your wires, you can then put the display back on the subbase. And we're ready to go down to the furnace to complete the wiring at that end. So now that we've got all of our wires terminated at our thermostat subbase of our S40, we next need to come down to the furnace and identify the proper terminal block to land these wires at the board. To identify the proper terminal, you're going to come to the bottom left of our furnace IFC, and you're going to find this terminal block that's 4 lugs, and it's going to be labeled indoor equipment. This also has the terminal designations printed on the board beneath it, and they should match the designations on the subbase of the thermostat. You can see here these are labeled R, I+, I-, and C, just like our subbase. Now I've already wired these up, but to complete this wiring, you're simply going to match colors and letters to the same designation that we did at the subbase. So here we've got red on R, black on I+, white on I-, and green on C. The only caveat to this wiring is that sometimes our shielded communication wire will have a F ground or this silver wire in the cable. The one step that you want to take further down here that we didn't do at the subbase is to take this shielded wire and twist it together with any other shielding that may be coming from other communicating devices. That will ensure that we have clean power and a good path back to common for any stray voltage. Once you've wired up this thermostat down here, you can then, when you get it put back together, safely power the unit back up and begin the commissioning process of your S40 Smart Thermostat.